VRChat and like a lot of other VR games, you need to kind of have made friends in the real world, and then that's when you are able to take them into the virtual reality and then you hang out on there. But if you try and make friends in virtual reality, you're going to be faced with some of the most toxic people, the worst kinds of people, because the internet is unfiltered. It's basically an alternative reality where law doesn't exist. It's just rules and moderating. There's just rules, and if you don't follow those rules, you might get banned, but then someone could just make another account. There isn't actually any real consequences to actions, and so basically thousands, millions of people are being offered these digital spaces where law doesn't exist, and so people are just going to act like however, and that's why it's chaotic, and that's why making friends in virtual spaces is so risky and often unfulfilling. People on this game are really weird, like especially guys. You just have one interaction with a man and he just immediately asks you out. There isn't social pacing. In the real world, you do have to have social pacing. That is a social construct, and that social construct is very important because if there's pacing, then there's boundaries, and then you both establish over time where you're at socially, developmentally. But when it's all in virtual reality, that kind of pacing is out the window. People want intimacy as quickly and as fast as possible. That means lots of boundaries get crossed. They don't know how to withhold themselves emotionally, and it means that friendships burn out fast because there's not actually been any molding process. The people on VRChat are so emotionally intense, and the entire social hierarchy and social reality of VRChat is so abstractly different from the real world. But for a lot of people, it is their only world. It is their only reality, and it is also kind of my only reality. I may be in it, but I'm also self-aware about what it's like. I want to use this game to the best of my ability by making videos like this that don't rely on the social side of it, because the social side of it is arse. Like, there is such a high level of expectation in this game for people to like immediately think that you're going to be ready to commit 100% right after meeting someone, and it's not easy to let anyone down slowly because you're already put off by the fact that they asked in the first place, because you're like, oh, do I really want to interact with someone who doesn't understand that that's not an okay thing to ask? Like, I don't want to be someone's fucking teacher. I don't want to be someone's emotional life coach. How is there anything wrong in me wanting like just, hi, how are you? Yeah, my day's great. How's yours? Yeah, I think it's going good. Yeah. What did you do today? I did this. What did you do today? I did this. Like, natural reciprocating conversation that happens on a regular, healthy basis that just reinforces a gradual development of a friendship. But that doesn't seem to exist. People don't seem to want to do that at all. So like, what are we actually looking for? That's what I'm looking for. I thought the whole social concept of online spaces, of social media, was to develop those kind of connections, but apparently not. People just want horny or cold. Like, if I've just met you, I don't want to be 100% intimate on all levels immediately upon meeting you, even if you do seem kind of decent, okay? We gotta build that over time. Why don't you know this? You're an adult. These are adults in these spaces that don't know this. And it's that lack of boundaries and understanding that makes a lot of people on this game creepy, because they genuinely live by the rules of the internet, which is there isn't any consequences for this action. That's not a way to live, because it's not the real world. It's not based in actual reality. It's based on a fictional digital reality with less consequences for actions, less rules. A lot of people are going to really like that because they want to do bad stuff, and that's the kind of people that are going to be attracted to a space like this. I just wish there was a better way to separate people and their needs into different areas so that it's easier for each person to find one another, rather than it just be like one massive fucking pile of people that are all incredibly hard to relate to and hard to reach on the same wavelength. And so many people are assholes for no reason. Like, we'll make plans to do something and then they'll just fuck off and ghost me and then not show up. Like, you're forgetting there's another person on the other end of that, another human being in reality. It's not just digital. There's someone on the other end of that, a human being with feelings, emotions, who is just like you. And yet you just don't give people the decency of explaining anything or showing up when you said you would. Because, like I said, people live by the rules of the virtual space. They think there's no consequences to their actions. There's no law to actually solidify those rules. So basically, people break the rules all the time. And that is totally normalized in every online space. And it's seeping into social connection with people outside of games. Anything that's digital now. Phones, calls, messages, Everyone is applying that moral standpoint, and it is ruining friendships, it's ruining relationships, it's ruining potential connections and the development of intimacy and the development of anything and everything that I need. Because there's no law to set anything in stone, there's no social structure to follow. So it makes it really difficult to fucking find friends. At least in the real world, you're like, oh yeah, well, we have the mutual understanding that we're both law-abiding citizens. There isn't that understanding in virtual spaces. You know, the audacity of people, adults, kids, who don't live life by law, but by bendable rules of a game. It's when those realities start seeping through each other. And that's why social media influence can be really, really bad. Because people start living in the real world like they are in the virtual world, which is, oh, there's not actually any legal accountability for these actions when there is. It's like a shift, and I've seen it happening, and it is happening, and it's freaking awful. And I've been on the receiving end of it so much.